Hey guys, welcome to another video. I actually have some big news for you guys in this video. It's a bonus news. Some of you may really like it because you've been asking me for it for a long time, and it's finally going to be here. So stick around till the end to know more. Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how the policies that the US government, specifically the Trump administration, have enacted or have been talking about enacting has sort of made Indians fed up. And you can over here just take a look at the article's title over here. It says Indians are fed up of Trump's H1B, OPT and green card moves, and they are basically eyeing Canada. They're looking towards Canada at this point. And it's true, right? I mean, over the past few days, over the past few months, you might have been hearing me say that, hey, Trump brought out this scheme. He's talking about this scheme now. He may actually, he may cancel the OPT even. He may cancel the STEM extension of the OPT. And these are some of the issues that you may be thinking, hey, this is not really good for us. I mean, for me, what I think is as soon as the COVID-19 pandemic happened, what this guy started doing is he started rallying American jobs for the American worker. But you can't just overlook this last time we talked about how these students, these international students, even though they just form 5% of the total universities intake that US universities have, they bring in around $41 billion to the US. That's a huge number. If you're interested in their money, you have to start caring for them as well. You have to treat them with respect. You have to treat them as someone who is affording that education. Somehow, they bring in so much money. I don't even know where they get it from, because regardless, we know where India's GDP stands, where every other country's GDP stands as compared to what the US's GDP is. And at the end of the day, when people from such poor countries are going to the US, they are going there with the American dream. They're going with there to get a job over there, get the return on their investment over there. Of course, they could have invested that money in some stock. They could have invested in real estate. But what did they do? They invested in themselves. They invested, they went over there. They thought that, hey, we can get a better life once we actually move over there. And with the immigration policies closing down so much, and with whatever that's been going on, and Trump going on about American jobs for the American workers, it seems like he's almost forgotten about these $41 billion, or he doesn't care about them. And for me, I believe that's a huge mistake, right? I mean, if we are going over there, to study, we are investing so much money, where is our return? If he's risking our return, he's telling us, hey, you may not get any return tomorrow, we will obviously start to look at other countries. And that is what is going on over here. Okay, so that's just what I'm going to go over quickly over here. We're just going to go use some quick statistics. This is not a video that's going to be based on some, something that someone said or something that might be going on behind the scenes, because quite personally, I have just as much access to the information on Google as you do. So you already know most of those things. I've already made multiple videos about those things as well in the past. So I don't want to keep repeating myself. However, these statistics are something that I have not shown. I came across them and I wanted to show you guys, because I think these will really help you understand what's going on and what's the situation. Of course, do remember that there are going to be elections in November 2020, and Joe Biden might take over instead of Donald Trump. Again, the chances of that happening, I cannot comment on that, but we still need to understand, hey, it can happen, and it may be good for us, it may be bad for us. We do not know the other guy's, what his head is, like which direction it moves in, right? So yeah, that's something that we need to be really careful about. So, however, I do want you to read this statistic over here. The number of Indians enrolled in graduate level computer science and engineering courses at American universities declined by more than 25% between 2016 to 2017 and 2018 to 2019. Basically, they're saying that literally you can slash off the number of students by 25%. If you take a look at 2018 to 2019, like that particular year, the students were very less as compared to the scenario in 2016 to 2017. It's literally down by 25%. It's only a 2-year gap if you take a look at it. So again, one of the major factors is the coming in of Trump, and of course the immigration policies that he has been bringing, or he has been talking about. Of course, nothing has happened yet. nothing has been changed. That's surprising, right? He's been talking about these policies for a long while. That's why I say, hey, do not believe on all the speculative information available on the internet, but wait for the actual information to come out. The only actions that have been taken as of now are a little bit against China because of the coronavirus pandemic and Chinese students, but as of now I can see that there's no major action that has been taken against international students as since Trump got elected. But over here you can see what happened. Even when he's talking about it, right, immigration in a negative way, people don't like to hear that. People do not like to invest their money in that country after that. And you can see the Indian students in graduate level tech programs have been declining. Okay, and this is something that's happening for years now. Okay, you can see over here the computer science students 40 hey, by the way, just pay attention to the colors over here. Okay, so the darkest shade of pink is for 2016 to 2017, and the lightest shade, we're just going to take a look at the darkest and the lightest. The middle one we can just leave it out. Okay, the lightest is 2018 to 2019, and you can see how basically computer science students have increased from about 47,000 to 36,350 just in a matter of 2 years. Okay, same thing for engineering students, 39,470 to 28,000. I think it's even worse. Okay, so of course people do not like to hear all these things, and the statistics do go down because of that. Okay, you can also see, again, these are some other statistics, but the whole article basically goes on to show that America has faced a huge loss because of these restrictive American policies, right? Restrictive immigration policies, and how Canada has gained those students. At the same time, you can see over here, 2016, if you take a look at it, you can say NFAP's research shows that the share of Indian students in Canada, and this is just Indian students, more than doubled between 2016 to 2017 and 2018 to 2019. So if you just take a look at the year 2016, about 76,000 students went into Canada, and if you take a look at the year 2018, about 172,000 students went to Canada. That's an insanely huge gap. The number almost tripled. Okay, and the whole fact is that Canada is so inviting to the immigrants. You can almost say that, hey, it's guaranteed once you go over there, there is usually almost no chance that you will not get immigration, right? And that's usually the reason. Hey, we are investing our money, we are investing our time, right? Our time is probably even more important than the money we have invested. But hey, 2 years of our time just to study the course, and then maybe 2 more years just to take off that loan, 4 years of that time. And if we are going to a country which is so restrictive in immigration policies, that's what that is what is going to happen. It's really very natural. You can understand that. And it's really not about the US not being a good destination. It's still one of the best destinations. In fact, I would still want to go over there. I definitely still want to go over there because, hey, the thing is, there has been no change in the policies as of yet. If you take a look at it, if you understand from the perspective of someone looking at it from 5 years back and someone looking at it from now, at this point there has been no change, but there has been a lot of talk in the air, right? That, hey, this might go away or that might change. You may not get the OPT, you may not get the STEM extension, and all these things have been going on. This STEM extension thing, taking it away, this came back. It was in the talks in 2016 when DHS stopped it and said, hey, this thing is gonna continue. But now it's again in the talks, and we're again dealing with the same thing over and over again. And we do not like to hear that. We do not like to invest so much money, around $100,000, and then just think about whether we even deserve to get the OPT, right? So OPT extension, or at least. So that's important. I just wanted to give you that insight, just wanted to give you that overview, because you guys deserve to know it. Again, do not take this as a negative point against America, but I would say you should wait till November 2020 to see what happens in the elections, because that can drastically change what happens to the immigration policies in the future in the US, right? So not sure how much that makes sense. I just wanted to deliver this short talk. One surprise over here for you guys, one bonus over here is a lot of parents, a lot of students also personally reached out to me. They talked to me about how they are not able to comprehend some videos, or some videos should be in Hindi. Now when I started this channel, it was mostly about test preparation like GRE, and then there's TOEFL, there's IELTS, and okay, that's all fine. All those exams are basically testing your English in some way or the other if you take a look at it. And these videos can easily be in Hindi, and they can be understood by the parents of the students themselves, right? So I do not wanna, annoy the users on this channel, the subscribers who have already subscribed over here. I know that they expect content in English. That's something that I already tested with one of the polls on my YouTube channel, this one that is. And you have shown a lot of love to me on this channel in the last, I think, 1.5 years. And I can only hope that you will continue showing that love, you will continue showing that support to me in the new channel. That's the channel that I'll be making in Hindi. I'll be making a very short video on this thing. I'll be speaking in Hindi. I'll be explaining the same purpose that I did in this video, maybe a little bit more in detail why I'm going to make a channel in Hindi, but it's mostly going to have videos for the Indian population who just wants to understand the concepts that I'm talking about over here a little clearer, a little better Hindi. Okay, and I respect that. Hey, the reason why I may not have done it before is because first off, I wasn't sure if you guys would want it, but then so many of you have been messaging me lately, and secondly, so as soon as I finish these videos, they go on to some editors, they go on to some people, and they verify it, they see if everything is okay. So I cannot double their work. It's just like that, okay? So I cannot just double their work because they get paid on the basis of the amount of work that they do. But I will be doubling my own work here. So I hope that you show support over there, because unless I see any support over there, it will be very hard to carry that channel through. But hey, thank you so much. I just wanted to say you guys have been so good to me in the past 1.5 years. That's why I'm here in front of you talking, making a video every single day for you guys, and it's just to show that you are that much special to me. Okay, I hope this video made sense to you. I hope that this helped give you a much more mature perspective as to don't worry, don't just rush into making a decision just because of the things that are going on right now. The world is at a place where we did not imagine it to be, and yeah, just don't rush in. That's what my advice would be. Okay, if you like the video, if like the channel, anything else, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up just to encourage me to make more of these videos. And I will definitely see you in the next one. I hope I do. See ya. Goodbye.